you think I'm alright? Well, I'm not. I didn't even feel like coming up here today. Honestly, I didn't even feel like getting out of my bed this morning. Everything heavy. My mind, my body, and even my brain. And right now, I'm also hearing a voice of my mom calling me to be back at home as early as possible. I strongly feel like going home, but I also feel that I should be a part of this competition. And I'm stuck between that voice and the stage. I think something is wrong here, and it's time to talk about it. So good morning to one and all present here, respected judges, teachers, and my dear friends. Let me begin by asking you this. How many of us say I'm fine when we are really not? How many of you have smiled in classes, laughed with friends, but felt completely broken inside? Honestly, many of us, right? We live in a world where emotional wound gets silence, but physical wound get attention. So I'm here to talk about something that we all go through in silence. Something that is real, invisible, and deeply misunderstood in today's society. And that is mental health. As Gautama Buddha said once, mind is everything, what you think, you become. But still, in our society, when someone talks about their mental health, the world goes silent. We are at a point where going for therapy or getting help from a counselor is always looked down upon, as if taking care of our mental health is something to be ashamed of. In many Western countries, going for therapy is encouraged, sometimes even celebrated. But in Indian households, even saying, "I feel depressed," is either laughed or ignored. Mental health is not just about illness, it's about how we think, how we react, and how we cope up with our lives. And it affects everything, our studies, our friendship, our dreams, and literally everything. And when we start to ignore it, even simple things feel like impossible. Even getting out of your bed will feel like a battle. And that's why so many young people today fall into bad and harmful habits. Not to look cool, but to escape from a pain that they don't even know how to explain. And sometimes this pain begins at families. Families are meant to be our safe place, but not all families are safe. Constant criticism, unrealistic expectation, and lack of emotional support can damage a person's mental health. Do you think family is the only thing that affects our mental health? If you think so, you are wrong. There is something that we all use daily that also affects our mental health, and that is social media. Social media was meant to connect us, but it disconnects us from ourselves. When we scroll through reels every day, we see perfect bodies, perfect lives, and then we start comparing. Why don't my body look like that? Why isn't my life like that? As Paulo Coelho once said, anxiety, depression is caused when we forget who we really are and try to please others. And that's why the more we compare, the more we start feeling small, invisible, and not enough. But here's the truth, you are enough, and healing is possible. It doesn't start with all the big changes. It starts with small steps, like writing journal every day, going for a walk, drinking plenty of water, sleeping well, talking to someone you love. These habits are not silly, they are survival. And remember that even the greatest minds struggle. Albert Einstein, for example, spoke very late as a child. Similarly, Thomas Alva Edison couldn't sit still in class. Today, we understand that they might have showed the signs of ADHD or autism, but back then they were just labeled as failures. But that didn't stop them from becoming two of the greatest minds in history. So remember that it's okay to be not okay. Let this not just be a speech, but a reminder. Be kind to your mind and always remember that it's okay to be not okay. Let these words of Gautama Buddha stay with you in your healing era. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate your mind on the present moment. Thank you.